When was the last time you saw a referee call security on a player? Not because of a fight, not because of a brawl, but because a single athlete had become that unpredictable. That's the story of DJ Carrington, a rising WNBA star whose name is now synonymous with flagrant fouls, eye pokes, and chaos. She wasn't just kicked out of a team, she was exiled. But why? Let's unravel the fall of the WNBA's most controversial player, and the terrifying pattern that forced the league to finally say, enough is enough, There's a fine line between tough defense and outright violence, and DJ Carrington sprinted past it. This season alone, she racked up 4 flagrant fouls, the most in the WNBA. Opponents feared her, referees braced for her, and her own teammates? Even they started to distance themselves. It wasn't just how hard she played, it was where she aimed. Faces, eyes, heads. And what started as physical play quickly spiraled into something much darker. Winter 24 playoffs. Connecticut Sun versus Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, the rookie phenom, goes for a signature shot. But DJ Carrington closes in. What happens next? An eye poke, so sudden, so direct, it leaves Clark with a black eye and the basketball world in shock. The replays were brutal. Carrington's hand doesn't just graze, it targets. Clark stumbles back, clutching her face in agony. And Carrington? She shrugs it off, says she didn't even realize what happened. No apology, no remorse, as if it was just another day at the office. But for Clark, and the league, it was a turning point. Fast forward to June. Seattle Storm versus Dallas Wings. Skylar Diggins, a veteran star, drives to the basket. Carrington steps in, and once again, head contact. Hard. Another flagrant foul. Another star player shaken up. And the same explanation. It wasn't intentional. But fans weren't buying it anymore. One comment went viral. This isn't defense, it's targeted violence. The pattern was becoming impossible to ignore. May 24th, Dallas versus Minnesota. Carrington charges in, this time aiming at Jessica Shepard with yet another face-level swipe. But in the chaos, she injures Paige Beckers, her own teammate. Yes, friendly fire. While trying to take down Shepard, Carrington crashes into Paige, nearly taking out her knee. What kind of player is so reckless that even teammates aren't safe? Paige wasn't laughing. Neither were the Wings. By now, the Dallas locker room had seen enough. Players started to look uneasy around Carrington. Not because she was tough, but because she was out of control. Whispers turned into eye rolls into frustration. You could feel it. They were scared she might injure someone else, or worse, cost them games they should win. The mood changed. From, that's just DJ to, she's gotta go. May 30th, 2025. Dallas loses to Chicago Sky. Tensions rise. Carrington gets into a heated conversation with referee Roy Golbian. But this time, it goes too far. The ref does something unprecedented. He signals for security. Let that sink in. A trained WNBA referee felt so uncomfortable with a player, he needed backup. Carrington would later tweet, "Security when I'm literally having a civil conversation is insane. But if your version of civil gets referees calling for help, you might be the problem." And then it happened. Breaking. DJ Carrington traded to the Minnesota Lynx. Dallas gave her away in exchange for Diamond Miller, a rising star Carly Samuelson, a sharpshooter, and a 2027 second-round pick. The message was loud and clear. We're done. Dallas fans celebrated like they'd just been freed from a curse. No more defending dirty plays. No more drama. Just basketball. Here's where things get messy. Minnesota is a championship team, sitting pretty with a 24-5 record. And now they've brought in the league's most controversial player. Some say Coach Cheryl Reeve can fix Carrington. But let's be honest, this isn't a coaching issue anymore. It's a player problem. Carrington isn't just known for aggressive play. She's known for hostile behavior, for making even officials uncomfortable, for putting teammates at risk. The Lynx didn't just sign a player, they invited a storm. DJ Carrington's story isn't just about one athlete. It's about a league finally drawing the line. You can be competitive, you can be tough, but when you start injuring stars, threatening chemistry, and needing security on standby, you're no longer an asset, you're a risk. Dallas knew that. Now it's Minnesota's turn to find out if the chaos is worth it, or if they just made a fatal mistake. If you think Carrington should be out of the league, drop it in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're just getting started.